Greetings, Argos. Thank you for joining the Office of Career Development and Community Engagement for this discussion on writing your personal statement. In this video, we will discuss some strategies to consider when drafting your personal statement for admission to graduate school. So, what is a personal statement? Also known as a letter of intent, statement of purpose, letter of purpose, or any of a variety of other names. It is an essay or document of a predetermined length detailing specific information that essentially introduces you as a potential employee, or in the case of going to graduate school, a graduate student, to an admissions or hiring committee. It is used to help these individuals get to know you as a person by identifying things like your preferred focus of concentration, your academic and professional desire and goals, research you have done or intend to do, what you hope to gain, and most importantly, what you can offer that program or again, if you're using it for a job, that employer. Additionally, it is used to measure your written communication skills or writing ability, as well as your attention to detail and focus. The length of the essay will typically be stated within the application requirements and can range anywhere from a half a page to 2 pages or more. And formatting will be detailed within the application requirements as well as any potential topics or themes you want to consider. Your personal statement is not an academic or research paper, a journal entry, or a justification for funding or admission, and it should not be written in an indirect style or as a collection of pointless lists. In fact, avoid listing things out without context. When writing your personal statement, remember to write it yourself. You know you better than anybody else, and this is the best way to avoid sharing false information. Also, make sure to start early. Don't wait until the last minute to start working on your application to graduate school, but also, more specifically, your personal statement. Give yourself time to prepare and write a quality product. Be mindful of tone and word choice. Write in the active voice. Avoid passive voice. Stay positive, relevant, and interesting, and interested. And again, avoid grammatical errors. Take time to create a list of relevant experiences that you can share. Make it focused, not me-focused, but work-focused, and use engaging narrative to showcase your drive, and think more along the lines of what are you going to contribute rather than what you hope to gain from this experience. Research the program or position that you intend to apply for, and make sure that you accurately tailor your statement to demonstrate your ability to meet the needs or expectations of that organization, as well as any specific requirements that have been laid out. Show, don't tell. So back up statements with relevant and interesting examples. Don't just list out that you're good at talking to people or you're good at this or that. Back it up with relevant stories, relevant examples that would showcase your abilities to do so. And remember that your personal statement is a living document. One size doesn't necessarily fit all. You'll be more than likely will need to draft a unique document for each graduate program you pursue. And as you gain experience, your story will evolve. And don't forget that storytelling is an important tool when used appropriately. Humanizing your document through adding details as to why you're passionate helps you to stand out as a candidate with unique experiences and contributions. Although you should not lean solely on emotional language and stories, adding impactful anecdotes can add engagement to an otherwise overly academic or professional personal statement. All right, so here are some common mistakes you should avoid when writing your personal statement. Being redundant. Don't repeat the content listed on your resume or CV. It's okay to refer them to help you discuss your skills and experiences, but your essay should highlight new and engaging information about who you are and why you want to work within the program. Avoid cliches or fluff statements like due to the fact, in order to, etc. A personal statement is typically very limited in page length, so ensure that you're using the most effective strategies to limit your space and use your space effectively so that you can market yourself in the best possible way. Slang and hyperboles also distract the reader and make you appear less professional, so you want to avoid both of those. Don't plagiarize, directly or indirectly. Personal statements are daunting, so it may seem attractive to simply copy and paste someone else's work, but that can come back to bite you. And it's just as easy for faculty to find the same content you were copying and pasting online as it was for you. So again, avoid plagiarizing. Don't focus on other people, your advisor, supervisor, etc. This is your story. So ensure that you are speaking about yourself. It's okay to introduce other actors as support to your own achievements, but make sure you're focusing on you. Avoid obvious statements. Don't tell the admissions committee what they already know. Instead, expand on how you've acquired certain skills and why they're important. Avoid making exaggerated claims or lies in your personal statement. You will get caught. Being funny is a great skill, but this is not typically the best time or place to bust out jokes or showcase that talent. Again, you want to make sure that you're using this space effectively to talk about the skills, aspirations, qualification, and experiences that they are looking for. It's okay to talk about mishaps or failures on your own part, goals you didn't meet, etc., but avoid sounding negative. Remember, stay positive. And make sure you're following up with how it strengthened you as a candidate or a person. On the flip side, avoid sounding cocky or arrogant. For academic programs, if you come across as though you don't have anything to learn, then they may not be interested in teaching you or trying to teach you. And remember that your personal statement should avoid, again and again, spelling or grammatical errors at all costs. Review, review, review. Be sure to proofread it and have at least one set of extra eyes take a look. Do not rely on autocorrect. In your personal statement, be sure to write your introduction. These are the elements that you want to include. So you want to make sure to include an introduction in which you should state why you're interested in the program or job, and relate the program to your own qualifications and skills. You want to make sure you address and thoroughly respond to the prompt or topic you are directed to write about, in which you expand on more relevant skills, interests, and experiences. Think awards and honors, professional and academic goals, special achievements, research interests, and anything else that you think you can bring to the table. Be aware of page length. Again, most departments' admissions requirements limit the length of your personal statement. And you want to make sure that you write a strong conclusion. This expands on your professional goals and how this position/program can help you to achieve them. For a graduate program, review both the mission statement for the program, but also available coursework to speak about specific things that can help you to achieve your goals. And again, triggering your interest. It should also summarize the main points and sentiment of the document for the reader. To help them remember, a strong conclusion will also refer back to your introduction to underscore the relationship. And don't forget to proofread. I know I said this again and multiple times throughout this video, but do not forget to proofread and edit. Solicit feedback from others. Ask an industry professional who knows you really well, a professor, a supervisor, etc. Follow up with the Career Development Office and take it to the writing lab for a grammatical review. And make sure to do your research. So what should you consider? Each institution will have their own guidelines, so make sure to visit the admissions page to find those guidelines. Or some applications or some programs have common applications. Again, you want to make sure that you're addressing, again, the specific things that are being pursued there. So yes. And consider these questions when preparing your personal statement. Are there specific questions or prompts? Are there character or word counts, page limits? What is the program's mission statement or values? And what can you personally offer to the program? Some topics or prompts that you may want to include that you can address in your personal statement. Generally, topics to be addressed are ones that showcase what the admissions department is seeking, as well as marketing you and your interest. It can also discuss your values, motivations, and long-term aspirations. Some topics you might be asked to address include individual background, that could be scholastic, professional, relevant, personal information, personality or uniqueness. It could be commitment to or enthusiasm for a specific field of study, interest in research that you've had, work ethic, think in terms of leadership, initiative, motivation, etc., creativity, your volunteer or philanthropic experience and services. And even if you are not given a prompt, some of these topics may be useful to write on. Though in either case, be sure your statement relates back to the school/program/position. Again, the most effective essay should be able to reflect not just what you hope to get out of the position, but more importantly, what you can offer. Trust yourself. You're applying to these programs for a reason. You know what you want to do. You just have to make sure you're considering the reader and institution's needs and wants. Ask yourself, what is your research? Have you done anything significant to discuss? What are your long-term goals? Do you want to pursue your PhD or publish or work in academia? How do they align with the program? What can the program offer to inspire your growth? What can you offer the program in return? What researchers are available to work with? Do you share interests with them? What do you value about the organization? How does it relate to your own background? And what are the general expectations or requirements to gain admission to programs or for people in that position already? And before we part ways, be sure to check out these on-demand resources available to you 24 hours a day. Visit uwf.edu/career to learn more. And don't be a stranger. We're located in Building 19 and are open Monday through Fridays between 10 a.m. and 5 p.m. So drop in or schedule an appointment with a career coach. Have a great day.